Today we are going to demonstrate first of all impression taking by Alginate, and the second one making final cast or master cast, working cast, it has so many names, by stone, and then we are going to make record base by acrylic. The same we did for special tray, same steps, only we are going to skip two steps. One of them we are not going to put wax beneath, and then we are not going to make any handle for it. Here for record base, you should be very accurate. For example, about the thickness, borders, sharp pointers, sharp borders, you should be careful about them. So now I will show you how to the proper way for mixing alginate. First of all, put the powder. For example, this much is enough for one impression. This much. This and water powder ratio كمان. Okay. Next step, here we are just going to pour the water directly on the alginate. ورا. يواش يواش ليك يواشا. كم. دقيقة خلاص. Gradually we pour the water on the gypsum. بس. This is the proper way. Look, hold the rubber ball by the left hand and the mixing spatula like this. Bring alginate powders to the walls. Look. أبا نوعي بجواني مكس دابيتا. Do you see? Yes. This consistency is enough for taking any impression. Look. And now we just put the alginate on the special tray. Here I'm just going to show you something. Water can delay setting time. Using water on the alginate surface can delay setting time. But now it is good. So no need for water. Now just take the impression directly on the cast. Like this. And then we wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Sometimes it takes more than 2-3 minutes. It's also changeable according to water powder ratio, to temperature of the water, temperature of the environment. All of these affects the setting time. Alginate we use for undercut areas. For example, if the ridge has any undercut, you can use alginate. Silicone you cannot, heavy body we mean. It's difficult to be used for taking impression for undercut areas. Since the alginate has elastomeric property, that's why it's easier for undercut areas. But our cast, we don't have any undercut areas. This is our impression. Look, smooth surface without bubbles. طبعا بتناك smoother that's you bubbly نابي proper mixing of alginate. أول هموي مهم ترى أجر بطاي mixing كتكرت و consistency كي مظبوط بو impression كش مظبوط دبي. Okay. Now we are going to pour the stone. No, for alginate we are not going to put Vaseline.
Pour stone for the master cast.
بس بايق نقطة كده أنا بشرح كم سنة. We are not supposed to explain this point, but here I'm going to tell you as extra information for your clinic time. كمرحلة صار patient وردقرن when you take a complete denture, there they are going to take impression not by alginate and not by heavy body. They use another material كأويش zinc phosphate eugenol. They use zinc oxide eugenol impression material bakardelewe. For this material it's a bit difficult for taking impression because it is sticky. For the patient's reach, inside the patient's mouth we put Vaseline. أو extra information لبخوتام زانا. We put Vaseline, lubricate the patient's reach by Vaseline or separating media. Because where it gets set, it's a bit difficult to be separated from patient's reach. And زاريوها بهم قوة الدتيوليبكي واللي نابتوه. زور sticky, زور بقوته. That's why we put Vaseline. Without Vaseline, don't try to use zinc oxide eugenol impression material. Okay, now, Bala.
For the first impression, they use alginate in the real patient.
No, for the first one, primary impression, it's taken by alginate, and then we make study cast. After that, this study cast is for special tray. Special tray, we can take final impression. But here we are not using any other impression material. We just use alginate. أجرنا بخوي شتيت كبكارده. Even alginate, it can be used as a final impression material. It's مشكلة أمن باسي during clinic إزدكام. بعشان نك إيرا. Okay, stone لبوبينا.